We are back with a Fox News alert. The first deadline in the ransom note allegedly sent by Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper has passed, with a second deadline set for Monday. One of the local news anchors who was sent the note explained why she was so concerned by what it said. Watch.
We are still not talking about the contents of the letter just yet, but some of the information that they released, I will say a lot of it is accurate compared to what we have. Upon reading it and seeing some of those details again that perhaps others might not know, or some of the amount that they were requesting and things like that, we were pretty alarmed pretty quickly, and we sent that information over to the Pima County Sheriff's Department.
International private investigator J.J. Arms III joins us now. J.J., thank you so much for joining us. We received a lot of information yesterday from the press briefing with the Sheriff's Department, as well as in interviews with media members who received these ransom notes that law enforcement is currently looking into. So what do you make of all that we learned yesterday?
This does not fit your typical kidnapping. It's very uncommon, contrary to what people may believe. It's very uncommon for an elderly person to be abducted. And, unfortunately, one of the byproducts of a high-profile case like this is that you get a lot of people that are looking for attention, a lot of people that are trying to take advantage of the family and extort money from them. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll contact the family and make an offer to provide information, the whereabouts of the victim or the release of the victim, if they will provide a certain amount of money. So unfortunately, depending upon what was contained in the ransom note, we don't know if it's a real legitimate ransom or if in fact it's someone posing as the abductor.
When you look at the timeline here, the captors appear to have spent over 40 minutes at the home. Why would it take so long to abduct an 84-year-old woman who has a lot of health issues physically, who's probably not able to fight back that robustly? 40 minutes is a while, JJ.
That tells me a couple things. I mean, usually things like this happen very quickly. And an abduction, especially something like this, of this nature, it doesn't typically go unplanned. I would be of the opinion that the person that committed this crime knew the family, knew the woman that was abducted, and did some type of preliminary surveillance on the home. If he did not know her directly and know her habits, then he would have had to do some type of pre-surveillance to know what her habits were, if she lived alone, what type of security she had, if she had security cameras, if she had a Ring doorbell, how to enter the home. And if he spent that much time in the home, that means, to me, for an elderly person living alone, not having to deal with any other people, that you have to restrain, that tells me he probably spent time inside the home cleaning up forensic evidence.
Yeah, and at 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera disconnects, which speaks to the fact that this person was likely aware that Nancy had one and didn't want to be caught on camera. So how does this end, JJ? Does this end in a shootout with negotiations? What's the most likely outcome here?
To be honest, and I know it's sad and it's difficult for even me to convey this, but if you don't typically get your victim back within the first 72 hours, every day that goes by after that diminishes the chances of you getting your victim back alive and well. That's not to say that this won't have a happy ending, and I pray that there's a happy ending for the Guthrie family. But when you have a kidnapping, it's very labor intensive. Every single day that goes by, every hour that goes by, that person has to be cared for. They have to be hidden. They have to be fed. They have to be given water. They have to be taken to the bathroom. They have to be restrained. She has medication that she was supposed to take that she hasn't been taking. She has a pacemaker that she's disconnected from. All these things come into play. And like I said, the chances of a happy ending after 72 hours, with each day that goes by, it gets less and less.
Quickly, before we let you go, JJ, would you have expected proof of life by now?
Depending on the true objective of this abduction, because we are looking at this as a straight kidnapping right now, where the person abducts the victim, they ask for a certain amount of money, and they want that amount of money in return for the safe release of the victim. But if they're not actively contacting authorities either directly or indirectly, like they were doing supposedly through the TV stations and TMZ, to me, that means that it may not be their true objective. Their true objective may not be the money. It may be something else.
And that is extremely concerning. International Private Investigator J.J. Arms III, thank you for your time this morning, sir.
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
We do appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.